Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the LadyGang Austin edition.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Becca Tobin here with Jacvanek and keltieknight and my two dogs, the two bitches, Barbara and Orly.
Orly looks like she's about to hump that fourth mic.
Or piss on it.
Or
No,
she's like confused because she's like, I need a spot.
She needs to be by a human at all times, so Barbara's blocking her, and so she can't get to me.
This actually is adorable, looking at you three over there.
They're my people.
You're podcasting together.
It's really cute.
So cute.
All right, it is time for...
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
I'll kick it off because my good week is that you guys are here. We were talking about it. Jack was here and met Ford when he was literally out of the womb.
I think because I was here for South by Southwest. He was born in February, right? So he was like barely a month old.
Barely.
He was like sitting in his little, what's that thing called?
Oh, you got it for us.
Yeah. The
Flopper Dopper.
no, whatever.
Dock-a-tot.
The burrito.
Yes.
The baby burrito.
And I was like, hello.
Yep.
Hello. And like kind of like touched the side of his shoulder.
Yes.
Because I'm like terrified of newborns. So I was like, hello. And now he's like a full human.
He's a full human. And it's just so exciting that you guys are, well, you're really meeting him officially for the first time. And it's just great having you here and like seeing my life, you know,
Yeah.
and like my neighborhood and my house
I know.
and my friends. And it's just like,
I'm really jealous of your community here.
Thanks.
Like really jealous of it. It's so sweet that you guys just like are always with each other. And I wish I had that.
yeah.
I do, but mine's like across the country. Like
know.
it's so, you're so lucky to have it all just like in one spot.
Yeah. I
It's
feel
just
lucky.
so strange to see you and Zach like with this little thing
know.
attached to you.
I know.
You're like, hey, bud. And I'm like, oh. And I feel like I've done nothing with my life. Like, it's just incredible. It's so special.
Thank you.
So, yay. Okay.
So my bad week is that
Barbara had diarrhea on your rug.
no, well,
No,
that's
she
a
threw up.
daily occurrence. She barfed the moment you guys got here.
These another girls to compete with.
Blech. Okay, my bad week is that I have become a Karen in one area of my life, and I don't know why, and I can't unpack it. You guys know me. I am not a cheap person.
No.
I don't really pay attention to money being spent. Like I'm mindful, whatever. I have monthly charges that I don't know what they are necessarily. I'm trying to be better. But for some reason, I have a monthly spray tanning membership.
Yeah.
Oh.
At this place, 360 Tan, they're wonderful. And the girls that work there are wonderful. But I have been so crazy. I froze my membership and then I went in for a tan and they unfroze it and I got charged again. Long story short, I've sent too many emails over the last 6 months, like asking about a $24.99 charge. Like, why am I doing this?
You absolutely must do it. It's very important because $24.99 times 4 is
Almost
$100 a month.
But,
Like those little things add up.
but here's the problem is that every time I email, they're always right.
What do you
know,
mean?
the charges are always right. You know, like nobody's messing up.
Like
Are
you've
you
used
going
it.
for a spray tan every month?
Almost, but I when I froze it, I didn't realize that I couldn't go in and just do a la carte with keeping my
You're not allowed.
membership frozen. I guess you're not allowed
To unfreeze you.
unfreeze you and then charge you again. Understandable. It's a business. I want to support local Austin
But then
businesses.
did you go 3 months without going and then you kept getting charged or what?
Yes, but that's how it works. Like
Right.
once you go, you unfreeze, you know?
But you should say, hi, I don't want to be a part of the subscription. I just want to pay a la carte
Subscriptions
forever.
are always bad.
I know, and I should do it, but it's like I just feel so stupid. Like, why am I doing this?
You're doing this because you're a responsible adult.
Yeah.
This is not a bad week. This is a good week. That $24.99 put in a high interest yield account over the next 30 years of your life.
You're making
is a lot
$100,000
of money. And I want you to be looking at your statement and getting rid of all of those stupid subscriptions.
I know.
So you know what? Karen away, Karen.
Yeah.
Karen,
Thank
away.
you for your support, and I'm so sorry, 360 Tan. You give great spray
It's
tans
not
that
their
never
fault.
smell.
It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. It's my fault for not
It's your
reading
fault.
the fine print.
You're not spray tanning enough to need a subscription.
Never. Look at me.
Yeah, you're not spray tanning enough. You're confused by the subscription. You need to get off the subscription train
You're right.
and onto the a la carte.
You're right.
And your next email, Karen, needs to be that.
Okay,
You
all
know
right.
what? I've had so much trouble with these subscriptions. You could blame it on Kelty. Kelty
I
won't
don't
let
know.
me have
You
any
can't
subscriptions
blame
the
a
rest of the
spray
year.
tan on you.
Yeah.
Well, thank
My
you for
business manager
supporting
says
me.
I have to get rid of all my subscriptions because I just let them go. And I'm sorry, but I will still be coming. And I talked about you on my best rated podcast.
And you can
You're
listen
right.
to the whole conversation in full right
You're
now.
right. And I'm so sorry. I love my spray tans there.
Yeah.
They have a magic solution. You don't smell.
Two things can be true. I
still
a great
smell from, like,
spray
2 days
tan,
ago.
you don't need a subscription.
Okay.
Jack?
Who's next?
My good week is I feel like I'm finally giving back to the people. And by the people, I mean keltieknight, because I got a first class upgrade again today.
Yes.
And they gave me a companion,
Wow.
which is keltieknight.
I was the companion.
And round trip, which is the first time it's ever happened for me.
Wow, you
And
guys.
we had Greek yogurt, vanilla, small fruit plate, hot croissant.
Hot
in
croissant.
First class at 6 a.m. Even offered us a drink.
Which I should have taken.
Did you
I'm
get
always
ginger ale?
No, I should have. I had picked us up a nice Starbucks.
Yeah, she did a
in the
really nice
airport,
thing for me.
Yeah, I got a mobile order at the Delta. But honestly, love traveling with you. It's been incredible.
I know.
And when I got that upgrade, I was like,
And round trip. Jared hasn't even gotten an upgrade with me.
yeah.
Every time we book on different reservations, and I always leave them in the dust.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
you're not coming up with me.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you very much.
But I do want to start being the person in first class that gets an alcoholic beverage at like 6 a.m.
Do it.
Because I've seen those people.
Yeah.
This one guy,
I'm
like,
surprised you didn't.
I don't usually drink on planes,
Yeah.
but in first class I will.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I feel like,
Yeah.
like important.
Well-
not back in coach.
And it's free.
And it's free. My bad week is, so my mom is cleaning out my closet at their house because
I'm sorry. You're 36?
What? Oh no, it's just like random shit that I have at my parents' house. And my mom's like she's retired, so she's going through like all of the shit in their
Oh,
house.
yeah. This is what moms do when they get retired.
Yeah, so she's like, do you want these leggings from like 15 years ago? Do you want this and this and this? So she like laid everything out on the bed of like my stuff, and she's like, just pick through what you want, whatever. And I'm like going through the stuff, and then I like, there's this bag, and I'm like, there's like glass like shaking in it. It was a bag of sex toys from when I was like 21 years old.
Wow, advanced.
They were like pineapple flavored.
I knew it.
she
I
know?
heard like a glass hit like a glass, or a glass hit like a hard plastic, and I was like, oh no.
Did she know what it was?
Yes.
I can't believe she just left it. My mom would have thrown it away to never
She
speak of
just
again.
left it like incognito kind of there, and then we got in the car, and she's like, there's the bag of, I'm like, I know, I saw it, you can throw it away. I don't need a sex toy from 15 years ago.
Also,
you.
21, who needs a sex toy? All you had to do was like touch me. And I
didn't even know about a sex
just like a little
toy.
bit of this.
Nothing. I mean,
The only thing
I think
the
it was not
wind.
that long
The
ago.
only thing I was dabbling in at that age was like a flavored lube.
Yes.
For the
But
blowjobs.
that's
which
the
is
kind of like, it was
disgusting.
like that, and then maybe it was like a rabbit. You remember the rabbit?
Yes.
Because like everybody got that when
It, like, went like this,
I
with
don't know,
ears.
everyone. That seemed very expensive to me.
It was like when we went to Hustler.
Did
and it's
Bill
like you
buy
get
it
like
for you?
Bill was filmed you getting. Here's
not-
Jacqueline getting her first dildo at
Rabbit
the Hustler
experience.
store on Hollywood Boulevard.
Hop, hop, bunny, bunny.
Ooh, we're so proud of you and your womanhood, Jacqueline. Let's all hold hands and bless this dildo. Okay.
disgusting. Okay, go.
All right. My, because this is a sort of Hollywood adjacent episode, my good week and bad week are both Hollywood.
Ooh.
My good week is I recently, Becca, you can tell me what this means, got an avail check
Yeah.
to play myself in a new Apple TV series.
Shut up.
With Seth Rogen.
Wait, tell me.
That's all I know.
Oh.
They checked my availability.
Oh,
That means I didn't get it, right?
No, it means they're checking your availability, and then they're going to check other people's, and then they're going to say, here's who's available, pick who you want.
Yeah.
But that means you're in the running.
I'm in the running to be myself.
That's awesome.
Do you get paid for it, right?
yeah, but it's
Like-
only like one day, I'm
I know,
sure.
but that's so exciting.
I was really excited about it, so we'll see if I get
You
it.
could be like in a scene with Seth Rogen.
Yes.
That's so
I could
cool.
be interviewing him, which would be real life because I've interviewed him
Oh yeah,
before.
that's true.
My bad week is that I'm having actress PTSD because I don't know if I told you guys that I got put on hold to play myself in Hacks.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, many months ago, if you're new to the LadyGang, I had a similar availability check and then was even put on hold to play myself on an episode of Hacks. Well, the episode has come out now, and I can see the missed opportunity. I feel very
Who did
kin
they-
with you, Becca. They had Mark Malkin, who has been on the podcast from Variety, and
love
then
him.
Rachel Lindsay from Extra.
Yeah.
By the way, she doesn't work at Extra anymore, so you should have picked. No offense, I love you, Rachel. You should have picked me because
I don't think the people watching Hacks are going to be like, wait a second, she doesn't work at Extra anymore.
Anyway, they it all came out, and then all the photos of the scene, the red carpet scene came out, and I even wrote on Mark's thing. I was like, I'm really happy happy for you. I was up for this, and if I was going to be beat out by anyone, I'm glad it's you. Like, I'm glad it wasn't a girl
my
fashion.
God.
If I was like, "Hey, Brittany Snow, congrats on your series," I was up for it too. But I'm happy it's you.
That is a crazy
such a
thing to
dick.
say to say somebody.
I know. I was happy it wasn't someone from bamboozle.com. Like, at least it's someone that's like my peer. If
Very
I'm going to
legit.
beat out
Yeah.
for, it's like, he's pretty iconic, you know? Anyway, I felt it. And so I'm not getting excited about my latest avail check because I don't want to get my heart broken again, like with hacks. But, you know, it's a ratio. It's a game. It's a numbers game.
It is a numbers game.
At one point. And the other thing is that I'm on hold for a time when I'm supposed to be somewhere else doing something fun, like vacation.
Oh,
so
then it's a
I'm going to
win-win.
book it.
Yeah.
And you are going to
'Cause you
book
have
it.
plans.
And if I do, because then I'll have to cancel my trip. But if I don't book it, then I'm going to be on a trip with Chris. So
Yeah.
it's like a win-win.
There you go.
Anyway,
You're
when we
getting
come
it.
back, dating profiles.
Sopranos royalty.
And sing along.
The Lady Gang.
Our guests today are no strangers to the LG world. She is a Becca Tobin bestie and one of the most recognizable faces on TV with multiple hit shows and the prettiest little face you've ever seen, plus a new hit podcast with Christina Applegate called Messy. He is a retired actor turned rich card shark with a poker face. Together, they starred on the Golden Globe and SAG Award-winning show The Sopranos, and now they have their own hit podcast together named Not Today, Pal. Please welcome to the Lady Gang our friend Jamie Lynn Sigler and Rob Iler. Woo, woo.
Wow, that was really card shark.
I'm going to tell you, that level of professionalism does not happen on either one of my podcasts.
But also,
But that's the charm.
Okay.
but also, we've won a lot of Emmys too, so you might want to throw that in.
Oh, there were Emmys.
Just saying, we've won like 75 or something.
You of all
I don't
people.
count.
That's true.
She's jealous.
We actually only won 2.
Yeah.
I think we won Best Show
I think,
twice.
like, all of it was like insane.
Does it count? Do you count all the Emmys the show wins?
Well,
She
the
does.
reason I didn't put the Emmys is the same reason I have an Emmy, which is Emmys are technically
Bought?
well,
We're anti-Emmy.
No, I'm not. But if you're in a
yeah,
cast, it only counts for SAG and Golden Globe if you're in a cast,
You're right.
They're cast Emmys. And then Emmys, like if the show wins an Emmy,
We don't get it.
You don't get your own
producers
Emmy.
get it.
The producers
Right.
get it. But when my show won an Emmy, I got 3 Emmys. So I do
That's
feel
awesome.
like, you know what? It was just
You
a mess
mean you
up.
bought 3
No.
Emmys?
No,
I bought-
we appreciate
I
it.
bought 3 of my own Emmys for $675 each. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Where do they sit now?
In my
sit
library.
right behind
and
her when we podcast. So
And
everyone can
Okay,
see
that was
it.
worth it.
I cradle them.
If you
Yeah, yeah,
FaceTime her, she'll literally run up the stairs so that behind her FaceTime there's an Emmy. If you're Zooming with her for any reason whatsoever, there somehow is an Emmy. It's like, where's Waldo?
An
Somewhere in the
accidental
frame.
Emmy. I'll
Good
move them
for
around the
you.
house.
You have enough.
Rob, I know you had a really tough day. Do you want to talk about it?
I had an amazing. I mean, look at this now. The dog knows I was suffering.
Barbara
Just-
and Orly love Rob so incredibly much. He has this good Zen energy.
He's Buddha energy.
Yeah. Well, also the first time I met Orly was during COVID, and I was alone for like at least a month straight. And then like Orly was the first probably thing I saw out of the cave.
Or touched.
And Orly just put its head down and pushed into me like, "You need me." Right?
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Well, you're a little bit. Am I allowed to blast you right now? You're a germaphobe.
Yeah. I'm a germ. Oh, look how cute I am.
Except
germaphobe.
not with dogs, which is
No,
so
no way.
weird.
No, it's people I have the problem with. Animals
Smart.
are great. It's
People are gross.
Yeah,
We'll get
people are
deeper
so
into
gross.
that.
It is the truth.
So how did your podcast come to be?
Well, Rob's handing it over to me, but it's really all Rob. I give him all the credit. So we had an original podcast called Pajama Pants that we did with our friend Kasim. We did it for almost 3 years, and it was his idea. He was living in Vegas. He was going to move to LA, and he called me and he's like, "If I move to LA, will you do a podcast with me and my friend Kasim, who I'd never met before?"
Yeah.
And I trust him so much that I literally showed up to our first recording and was like, "Hi, Kasim, nice to meet you. Let's record this
That's
podcast."
what me and Becca did.
Really?
Really?
Your
Yes.
first episode?
Yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Not our first
Well, no, we
episode.
pitched.
Our first pitch.
Yeah,
Or-
at
or-
podcast 1. We walked in with a deck because Kelty makes, she's a psychopath and she's always prepared. And we're like, it's based on our boozy brunches as girlfriends, the things we talk about. And Jack and I were like, yeah. I've never met you.
Literally met in the office like 2 seconds before we walked in.
I love it.
So
I
funny.
love that. So then I owe it all to Rob. We did Pajama Pants and it was so fun. And to be honest, and I told them all the time, like that experience let me learn who I was. Like I was so comfortable with the two of them, and it was so liberating because in this business you always feel like you have to like play a part, and I didn't feel like I had to on the podcast. And then COVID happened and we moved it to Zoom, and some of the magic was kind of gone.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It started to suck. So Rob then came to visit me here in Austin and moved to Austin, and we got our deal with YMH Studios. And so we continued our little vibe, and now it's Not Today, Pal.
Wait, did you move to Austin so you could be closer to Jamie?
So when I came here it was to visit Jamie for a week for her birthday. And then Tom and Christina, who were friends of ours, were like, "Oh, come hang or whatever." And they were like, "We want you guys to do a pod for
Tom
us."
Segura and Christina.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pazitsky.
No big deal.
So that was their studios here. So they were like, yeah.
And you just moved because you can go anywhere to do what you do now.
He's a free
I
agent.
can go anywhere, but also I did go to LA pretty much just to do the pod, but also I was living in Vegas at the time, sober, and it was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Because the first time I lived in Vegas, I was partying, and I was like, I can go back to living in Vegas. And then I went, and I was like, oh, I'm fucking sober.
Yeah.
This is the worst place on earth.
Yeah.
How long have you been sober?
A little over 11 years.
Wow.
I think, but also like, I smoked weed a year and a half ago because I was at a thing where I was like, I should smoke weed, right? Like I just
How was
felt-
it?
It was awesome, but I was at my best friend's wedding on a beach with the Milky Way above
And of course he
us, and,
texted me because
course.
he's like, Jamie, I'm high right now. I was like,
Don't
welcome
wanna
to
be.
my world. Let's talk.
Yeah, but also weed was never my
thing.
it's alcohol, coke, just that was a real problem.
The
I
fun
was never
stuff.
Robbie
He'll
Good
still
times.
say, he's like, it was the
Probably
greatest feeling in the world.
Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of addicts want to talk completely negatively, or that I've spoken to want to talk all negatively about it, and I'm like, it was fucking awesome. I had so much fun, but I personally if somebody told me they do Molly twice a year or mushrooms or something, I'm like, good for you, you should.
Yeah.
But for me, it just became a thing of every day. I was like, it's Wednesday afternoon, we should all do Molly. And everyone was like, no, we have fucking lives and jobs. And I was like, okay. And I'll move to Vegas alone and I'll party there.
Do you know that's the reason that I've never done cocaine? Because I know I will love it and I will want to do it every day.
Well, a little secret, Coke sucks. Coke is not
It
great.
does
It's
suck.
like Molly.
Molly's wonderful.
Molly and those are oh my God, we're Coke. I think I'm I'm a already kind of coked up guy. I have that I could be intense. So when I would do coke, it just kind of made me stay up. It wasn't that thing where I love the high, but man, Percocets for me, holy shit. You give me enough. I was taking 15 Percocets a day at one time. So
my God.
also
What?
Xanax. So you give me that. And you could leave and come back a month later, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't even know. During COVID, the first month of COVID, I was like, oh yeah, something is going on, right? Putting me in a room for a month was no problem. Even though then I was sober, I was just I know how to do this. I'm good at this.
Whoa.
Can you talk us through? I love so much about you, your routine. You are the most creature of habit person. Your addiction transferred to now your lifestyle of routine. Can you just walk us through a typical day in your life?
Well, what's funny is because when you did our podcast, you guys, I think you and Odie said you're so interesting. And I'm like, no, it's the opposite. I'm so boring that people are that's really interesting. So I, a lot of times I'll play poker till 7 or 8 a.m. So then you end up waking up at 4 in the afternoon or 3 in the afternoon, which sucks. But then it's wake up, I chug a gallon of water until I go to the bathroom. I have to poop before I leave my apartment.
Same.
Yeah, I have to.
Really? Yeah. I can't leave.
I can't do it. When's the last time you pooped somewhere outside of your home?
Well, I had to today because our flight was at 6 and we had to leave.
Where'd you
at
poop?
4:30 on the plane.
Oh, I knew you were getting up for a plane poop, and I was like,
please don't go in now.
It's wild. That was a real
But
choice.
I usually, up until recently, if I had to leave at 4, I'd wake up at 2 so I could go poop because I can't leave either. So I
Wow.
understand. But I'm also a creature of habit. So
You're such an extremist to go from I only poop at home to plane pooping. That might be the number one worst place.
That's the largest jump in the world.
I mean, I can poop because it's it doesn't come often. So I'm I'll take it anywhere.
Yeah.
But it has to be at home usually for my ritual. So I understand that part.
What's the ritual?
Just I'm ritualistic. I'm probably like you are. I'm assuming
yeah.
once I hear your day.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically that.
Okay, so gallon of water.
But you eat once a day.
So I eat once a day. Usually, it's poop, meditate before or after. I've done meditation
Whoa.
for like 1,500 days in a row or some shit. But also I have nothing else to do, so it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
After the meditation, I go to the gym. Then after the gym, I eat. And then I go for like a 30 to hour long walk. And then I'm just usually in front of the TV after that. And then we repeat. Or you go play poker that night. I usually don't play poker like back-to-back nights because
Yeah.
And
Do you play
sometimes he'll come
poker
to us.
here?
Are you playing online poker?
No. So like Austin is like the hot spot for poker right now. Austin, Texas. Yeah, during COVID, some of like the biggest poker players in the world moved here and like opened up a poker thing, and now it's like really big here.
Like, what are you eating in the one sitting?
It's called a snake meal, by the way.
A snake, because that's what the poop is when it comes out after the one meal. It's just
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But like when they'll like just devour like a bison or something.
That's good. Yeah, I'm a snake eater.
Yeah,
I'm
snake
gonna
meal.
use that because I hate the intermittent fasting thing because I've always been this way where like I don't eat all day and everyone's like, oh, you intermittent fast? I'm like, it makes me sound kind of douchey.
Yeah.
And I already have enough problems going on as you guys can hear. But yeah, no, the once a day, and I think Jamie should describe how I eat. How do I eat once a day?
It's a thing. Well, let me say, Rob eats very clean. He will not let any white sugar is the devil near him. It is all like no additives, no preservatives, the cleanest, healthiest. He likes what I cook for him. He likes my food, but it's usually have a lot of greens, a big salad, a lot of veggies, and a good protein. But what's the most fascinating is he always has to have greens or a salad, and the process to emulsify
You emulsify the dressing?
his dressing, he makes his own dressing. He walked around my kitchen island for maybe 7 minutes whisking a bowl and a metal bowl. And my husband, Cutter, who loves Rob to death, they have their own really unique relationship, which like couldn't make me happier, is bugged by any noise that any other human makes.
Me too.
He could make those noises and it's fine, but if somebody else is making it and he can't stop. So like he was
Justice for Cutter. Justice for Cutter.
he kept coming in the room being like, still? Still?
He's an empath, so he feels bad that it's not done.
That's right. That's right. So it's just everything is very ritualistic, even when he eats.
Okay.
But we should also set the stage of Rob's place. He's a minimalist. So he has one bowl, one fork, one spoon, right?
But that's not even by design. That's just out of like laziness of like, what do I need? A fork? Okay, I order it on Amazon. And then I end up with like a bowl. I actually have like a bowl set now when I moved here. So I have like 4 bowls, but they all like came in one bowl. They like fit inside. They're like silver
Like Russian
bowls that
dolls?
people- Yeah, exactly.
Mixing bowls, they're called.
Yeah, I have 4 mixing bowls, but I just eat out of the biggest one.
Yes.
And I just stand in front of I stand at my counter for like
And
2
he
hours
eats for
eating.
3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're all done coming back.
You need to write a
slow?
script based on your.
It's so unbelievely boring.
But that's
the
doesn't
thing,
matter.
that
It's
people are like,
Seinfeld.
"Geez,
Yeah,
you're so
literally.
weird."
It's a show about
And
neuroses.
sometimes you fit dates in, right?
Yeah, well, recently, yeah, but I also go long times without. The dating apps to me just are. They make me feel really bad.
They're rough.
Rob is offended by the caliber of women that match with him.
Because
not
they're
even
low.
that.
Everyone is offended by the caliber.
Not even that. I'm more so. I just like. So I open up the app and I'm like, I should date. I should be, mainly other people's voices in my head of being like, you have to date. So, because I love being alone and waking up at 4. Girls don't like to hear like, yeah, I wake up at 4 p.m. Like that's a big problem. And you know what the other biggest fucking thing is? It's like every fucking girl on these apps, all they want to do is travel. Like I love to travel. I fucking hate to travel. I'm away from my toilet. That's like the biggest problem. But just like this whole I love to travel shit, I don't understand it. And I date very like intentionally, so I don't go like, yeah, I'll say I like to travel. Like I'm like, I fucking hate to travel. Like,
Well,
Who is like, what's your ideal woman? Like, what kind of situation do you want to be in? Do you want a woman that sleeps until 4 with you? Do you want her to have her own situation?
no, I don't want
going
some
on?
lazy woman. No, I'd be open to whatever. Like I'm,
Obviously not. Whatever.
yeah, doesn't sound like you're open to
If
whatever.
she fits all my criteria, then I'm really flexible.
Wow, you really sound like he does kind of remind me of me. Yeah.
Are you an only child?
It's like all I want to do.
So I was an only child till I was like 8 or 9, and then now I have 3 brothers, 2 sisters. So
You have
I'm
only
kind of
child DNA,
both.
though.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I'm very open to like if someone has a 9 to 5 or I've kind of dated the whole.
That's not going to work. She gets
thing.
home and you're just opening the day.
No, it's great.
It might
she
be good.
She gets home. I'm making dinner. I got all the food out.
You can share one of your bowls.
Yeah.
The reason I'm looking at my phone is this is actually perfect timing because I was told by Becca that you do have an affinity for the dating apps and that you like to review them. And I had all of our girls submit their dating profiles for Rob to review.
This is exciting.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Let me pull
guys.
this up.
I'm also the laziest guy ever. I'm like, that's so much work.
Kelsey's the only one.
Rob always makes me feel better because even if I can feel like a lazy piece of shit, sometimes he'll always be like, Jamie, you do so much. You do so much. I'm like, thank you. Every once in a while when I need somebody to tell me that.
I was always shit on forever, and then COVID happened, and I gotta say, a lot of people came crawling back to me, and they were like, "We're sorry, we don't know how to do this. Like, doing nothing is hard." I was like,
It is. That's why it's fascinating to everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like all these people during COVID were like, "Sorry, Rob. Like, can you help us?"
We need your simple life.
Yeah.
Can you, before Keltie picks this up with the dating app, I want to hear from each of you your favorite thing about the other person.
Wow.
Because you guys have a really special.
Well, also, and like, can you be best friends with a guy? Because my best friend forever has been a guy, but we recently maybe are not as close because. Anyway, I can't even tell you, but his wife's crazy. Anyway. But
Well, see, I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, he
I've never had to deal with it. And him and Cutter are
is
in love.
not weirded out. Like
They have their own relationship. They talk almost more than Rob and I do.
even when you were young and you were on set together and you were single, like you obviously had a big crush on her.
That's the thing. That's
No.
what's so weird. Never
It's
for what.
so-
Not when I say not for one day, and I think
That's crazy.
the weird and like. There's photos of us in hotel beds together, and there was never, and a lot of what and what's weird too is like, besides the last year when we started this podcast, people never brought that up to us. Like, oh, you must have had a crush. No, I mean like.
we were on set with our moms together, like in the beginning.
I know, but then you weren't like kid actors. You had no you weren't going to school. Like it was all you had, Miley Cyrus. You know what I mean?
But they have such a like automatic sibling. I bet you in a past life you guys were siblings.
Here's what I think it is. So my real sister in real life, there's probably 20 people in the world who have said like, how's your sister? What's your sister doing? Where's your sister? I've had a fucking million people, everyone for the last 30 years be like, your sister this, your sister that. And I really think my brain is like, this is my sister. Right. Like, and I really do
That's cool.
feel that way even from, and I don't know if it was in the beginning because like I was 12 and you were 16, but there was never even like, and there were
You
people,
were 12 on Sopranos when it started?
and there were people on the show I had crushes on too.
Oh yeah, and he made it known.
I made it very,
Drea.
Drea De
Well,
Matteo.
who wouldn't? She's
Oh
hot.
my God.
But also Jamie's just as hot. So it's
No, I wasn't during the show though. I went through some phases.
I also just like, it's, when your friend like, I gained 15 pounds. You're like, I don't even see it. Like I couldn't, when Jamie's like, I'm hot then and I'm not, I can't see, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, it's Jamie. Like, what are you talking? I don't.
But to answer your question, my favorite thing about Rob is how honest he is. And he cannot be anything but honest, for better or for worse. And it's really safe to be around somebody that gives you their honesty. It just is. It's real safety. And he's very consistent. And he's also very open to whatever it is I want to talk about. Like he'll go to all the places with me and engage and never make me feel crazy or weird for wanting to talk about those things.
Yeah, like even when you say for better or for worse, like Jamie has to do all the ads on our show because I can't pretend to like something. Like I can't even be like, you should all buy.
No, they did a compilation of him trying to read our ads, and he literally looks like he's about to die. Like his eyes are wide, and he's just speaking in a monotone voice, and he's like,
yeah, it looks like somebody's holding a gun off the side and being like, read this fucking ad, and I'm like, you should
and
wear
you're
these
an actor,
socks.
which is crazy.
I just can't. It's like I don't know. I think because we're so honest on the pod that then when they're like, hey, read this ad, and I'm like, I love socks or like whatever it is, I just can't.
This is a man that has 4 bowls. Just newly got enough bowls.
Not a like many things.
Not a consumer.
No, I am the opposite of, I don't. But I think my favorite thing about Jamie is probably that she's like her reflexes to do the right thing in every fucking situation I've ever seen. And it's like, are people looking? Are people like, she just all the time, it's like she wants to do the nice thing. She wants to do the right thing. And even sometimes it's like, God, what you're doing is so nice. And she doesn't feel like it's nice enough, you know? Like she's like, no, I need to. And I'm like, holy shit. Because I didn't grow up around anyone like that. Like I really didn't. Like all the people I grew up around was very like, that. Like, you know, which is great. I love that because I think why me and Jamie work together too is like there's things that Jamie has that I'm like, oh, I wish I had more of that. And then she's the same where she's like, I wish I could just say like, that person, but she can't even do it.
But it's weird because she also married a man who cannot pretend either. Like you're very drawn to people who actually can't pretend, niceties, nothing. Like it's so refreshing.
Well, she's spent so many time around actors being fake all the time that she's probably like, I can't go home and then be around more fake people.
Well, and I think it gives it like I feel like when I'm around enough people like that, I can start to embody that a little bit and find my own confidence and my own self-worth. Like we did this thing in our podcast where Rob was saying, he's like, Jamie, when you talk to somebody, my first thought is like, do they like me? Are they into me? And Rob's like, that's not my head at all. My head is like, do I like them? Am I into them? And it's fascinating to me because that's never where my brain goes, and that's only where his brain goes.
Here's the thing. These are all members of our LadyGang Facebook community. So first of all, be nice.
Of course.
But we want them to find love. So I think what is great is that you, as someone else who's looking at the apps, can critique and be like, the beach photos an automatic turn off, or
100%.
Too much Taylor Swift on this profile. I'm happy you're a Swiftie, but like I need less of it. Or I wish, just take a
so
peek,
here's
see if there's
Emma.
anything that comes to,
Here's Emma.
Hey, Emma.
Emma's cute.
Yeah.
She is cute.
I can tell you
like
right
her
off
hair
the bat,
color.
what I like about this is like, that's her.
Yeah.
A lot of times you see these things and like first of all, the first picture, you're like, I don't know which one you are even. So now I have to go to the next one and try and figure out who you are. And then sometimes you'll look at the second one and you're like, I still don't even know who you are.
Can I see her?
She's very cute.
So cute.
And it's like a selfie. She's got makeup on, but she's not like overly glam.
Yeah, see,
I'm
a
really
dude, I
into
would
the
think she
profile
didn't even have
photo.
makeup on. But yeah, no, she like, I really like that. That's like, oh, I could tell who she is right here. Like, I don't even have to keep going.
Profile.
Love to
American
travel.
with the flag. Whoa, easy, Trumpy. Holy cow. American with the flag is the first thing? This one stormed the Capitol, I think. I love to be busy unless I'm on the water or in the mountains. Uh-oh.
She's traveling, unfortunately.
She's
traveling.
I love to work and travel. It's every single thing. It's
So
really...
Emma's not for you, but she's great for someone.
No. Yeah, this is...
Being honest.
Yeah, that's what yeah, of course. I love my people. I have a degree in behavioral health trauma. Wow, that might be useful. We might be turning the corner here. And leadership. I'm a musician in my spare time, and I love public speaking and watching sports. Watching sports is nice. Okay. Wow, her height's in
She's American, but her height's in centimeters.
I don't know what the hell that means. She's
New American. That's the enthusiasm. She's Canadian, maybe.
And she's living in America.
Proud
It was her
to be an
dream,
American.
like me. Wait, she moved to a small town in Canada.
It says she's 163 centimeters. To me, that means she fits in my pocket. What are centimeters? I don't even know.
I don't even know what that is.
That she's like a meter and a little more than a meter and a half.
What is that?
Okay.
Kelty?
About 5 feet.
Yeah, she's 5'5". She's 5'4".
Okay, great. Well, thank you.
She rarely drinks, which is for me nice.
Great.
I'd like to see never. We could work on that. No, never smokes is good. I mean,
The
listen,
woman.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you guys. You could just stop me right away. But this whole "I'm a woman," she has to write "I'm a woman," and she doesn't write that. The apps make you write that. It's like, yeah, well, what are we doing here? Like, yeah, of course, sure. The whole
Rob, I hate to break it to you, but we have like hundreds, so I'm going to need you to flip past Emma and give some notes on
but
who's
what would you
okay.
say?
No, but I like this.
Overall, is this a good profile? Emma's doing...
Minus the traveling, of course, for you.
No, I think.
I
here's
think
the
she
thing.
represented
Is
herself
it a good
well.
profile for me? Maybe not, but I think she's doing. I think this is a great
Good
profile
profile.
for her. Like,
I agree.
She's
Nothing, no notes.
I can't find anything really wrong. Maybe. Translate the centimeters over to feet, but besides that, yeah, I don't really.
Welcome to America, Emma.
And again, like there's things that I see a lot where it's like, oh, this girl has a drink in every picture, which to some guys is going to be like, that's awesome. Where to me, I'm like, that's an automatic no.
Yeah.
You know, so there's,
Well, yeah, I guess you have to assume who you're trying to attract that would be into that, right?
Right.
Okay, moving on to Joy. She's got like a collage of photos, which is nice.
I like this. This is really nice. I like what she's doing. I gotta say, as a dude, I'm just being honest here. The bottom right picture of you with food in your mouth, maybe not the first thing I want to see.
Let me have a little look really
her
quick.
whole mouth is filled with food, which is kind of charming.
Yeah, again, if I see her and then that's like the third picture, I'm like, oh, she's fun and being quirky. Where like when that's the first thing I see, I'm a little just like,
Well, what's the message she's trying to give there? I'm silly. I'm fun.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
fun.
care if you'd see me.
Yeah. I'm real. She's trying to give you I'm real.
Yes.
but I think your eyes go to that first.
As someone who eats 3 hours a day, I feel like that would be great.
I know. I'm just
Okay,
I'm just
no, I
telling you
love
what my
this.
lizard brain
He's
is-
saying as a
is-
dude,
Yeah.
don't
What do you
need that
think?
for
What do you think about the collage versus one picture?
I
of
actually
you?
really like the collage, but let me say this. I don't see that and go, yuck. I'm not saying like, ew,
Yeah.
you have food in your mouth. I'm just going like, oh, I don't see that and go, ooh, like.
Yeah, sexy.
That's sexy. Like, and again, third picture, I'm like, oh, she's fun. She's cool.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
First thing I see, I
Yeah.
don't want to see like mayonnaise in the corner of your
Right.
mouth.
Okay.
It's not good vibes for me.
I like what she wrote
me
here.
too.
Yeah,
According to the boys, I've met on here or in real life, I'm beautiful, smart, kind-hearted, and fun. Okay, references upon request.
That's
funny.
cute.
Yeah. If you need to read something while you poop, you can learn more about me from my blog, alwaysseekingjoy.com.
There you
I like
go. You have
it.
some reading material while you're taking a shit.
I gotta say, from rating it from 1 to 10, the collage is 6 photos. I would take that one photo of you with the food in the mouth, and I think it's a 10.
Wow, Joy.
right.
Yeah,
You're
I
ready
think
for love.
I think she's doing great.
What's her profile?
What I think about relationships? They're hard work. The stories make it look so easy. Find a partner that you want to go through the good and bad times with, and that's emotionally mature. Okay.
I like that.
What makes you feel grounded? Beaches, trails, and mountains.
Not a beach and a mountain again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we just have to live in a spot that has it all. We could do that. She didn't say
California
we have
has
to
that.
travel. Yeah, there we go. You've seen that Rob Lowe commercial.
Yeah.
The quickest way to my heart is empanadas, French toast, domesticated raccoons.
Ew.
Wow. Or maybe if I mow my own lawn. I don't get that.
Maybe if you mow my lawn.
Maybe if you mow my lawn. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She likes a man that does
She
things.
needs a
Landscaping.
Zach. She doesn't want a Chris Knight.
She needs
she
a
wants
Zach.
a Zach Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I could mow the lawn at 6 p.m, or if I don't have to do that in the morning, right?
Right. No.
I don't do
Little
shit.
sunset
Honestly,
mow.
I prefer people mowing lawns in my neighborhood in the night.
Yeah.
That noise
After
Don't do it
working
at 8
hours.
a.m. Don't do that blower at
So
8 a.m.
loud.
Some of us
No.
are sleeping. Okay.
Okay, moving on to Emily. Emily.
Oh, wow. We're starting with a video? Oh, no. This is a video. You guys
Oh,
are
she
scrolling.
scrolling her.
Scroll
there
her
she
She
is.
screen.
screenshotted her profile.
Yeah.
She did a video of it, but it's a lot of travel photos. Golden Gate
I like
Bridge.
that she's,
Traveling
it's very clear. You can see her clearly. You can see, there's no like filtered photos. Like she's clearly fully representing herself. I appreciate that.
I do like that. She's not hiding behind stuff. And this is going to be like 1 in a billion because I'm a f***ing weirdo. I hate when people have like a message on their shirt.
Yeah, she had a graphic tee. It
Oh, no.
"We
You
are
hate
the
a graphic
granddaughters-"
tee?
Oh, this is where
Oh, this
Rob,
says,
what?
We are the granddaughters of the witches
You couldn't burn.
couldn't burn.
I just hate when like somebody has a message on their shirt, and that's a me
Do you like
thing.
my message?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Limp
my-
Bizkit.
Yeah, that's a few words. That's
Biscuit
like a, yeah,
is
no,
better than anyone.
I hate when somebody has like a thing where you have to like, because as a dude, you don't want to be like
They look
staring
at
at a
their
woman's
tits,
chest, but then
yeah.
also you're like, I don't want to. I don't know. It's just like it just turns me off. Like I hate.
Interesting.
that.
I hate
Anti-graphic
reading.
tees.
Yeah. I don't like reading either. But you know, I don't want to have to be like, wait, what? It's
Yeah.
very, you know.
Okay, Alyssa. Oh God, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this.
Wait,
one.
can I see the pic so I can get in a visual?
She's very
Okay.
cute. I'm saying
She's very
super cute.
cute.
I don't think he's gonna like
We have
what.
to show the whole class.
Yeah.
Well, she's using she, her, hers pronouns, which is great. The truth is the truth. 2 truths and a lie. Sorry, I've been skydiving. I have a dog. I have a tattoo. Why would I not like? I like. She's
Oh, I
doing
thought
the
it
right
was
thing.
saying she was a skydiving like enthusiast.
Right, no, one of these is a lie. Hopefully, yeah, the one you don't like is a lie. Yeah, no, I think it's good. I think sunglasses as a first photo you don't really want to do because you
Yeah.
want to see
wanna see their eyes.
Yeah, you want to make that connection. You want where that's like this could just be like a sunglass ad.
You know what? It's very true. When I set up my brother's Bumble account, he wanted to wear his sunglasses in all of his pictures because he's like kind of shy and he just feels better. He's like, I like to have
hiding
my
behind
like
them,
my Iron Man glasses on so that no one can like see me. And it's like
Yeah.
very vulnerable. So, be confident in yourself, girl. Take those glasses
Yeah.
off. You got this.
Bria. They did a lot of videos, so you can't even see.
By the way, I just want to say if anybody's mad at my critiquing, my dating profile is awful. Like
we want to find you. What are you
yours.
on?
I'll show
Wait,
you.
let's go to yours.
And by the way, I put,
Yeah, we're gonna edit yours.
Not only did I put in zero effort, but also I so don't want to like beat around the bush that I'm like, I don't like loud noise. I don't like loud places. I don't want to go out with you. Like, I'm miserable.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see this.
You sound a little bit, now that we're getting to know you, like the male
Awful.
version of me, no?
A little bit.
I feel like he's a combo of me and you.
Yeah.
I said to you guys, I was like, he's very Larry David.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I'm into.
Which is what you're into.
Yeah.
I have such a Larry David moment all the time. So in my building, there's a lot of people have dogs, and I'm allergic to short-haired dogs. So sometimes like they'll go to jump on me in the elevator, and I'm like, oh, like sorry, I'm allergic to like I can't pet your dog or whatever. I don't want to seem weird, like I'm just standing there with my hand. But I'm not allergic to dogs like Becca's dogs. So then they'll see me 2 days later in the lobby, like kissing a dog, and they're like, this guy's a piece of shit. And I'm like, no, wait, I have an allergy. It's like this whole. It feels very Larry David.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very.
So I have Raya, which you can look at, but there's no there's no like.
That's it.
Wait, can you?
things-
Can you
might
give
wanna
us
go on
like
the
a
Wi-Fi.
rundown of what kind of ladies are on Raya these days?
You get kicked
I always
off.
wanna
Yeah, who's on Raya?
Rob, your photo is wonderful.
Let me see
like
it.
that?
Yes.
So good.
So can I?
Cassim took that
I
on
need
him.
I need an up close after you're done.
Can I tell you something?
It's
I
really
didn't
good.
have when I got a dating app finally, which was during COVID. We had to take a photo because I hate taking
cute.
pictures.
You look handsome.
So then if you
Austin,
push
Texas,
it,
from New York, 39.
living a healthy lifestyle, preferably in hoodies and joggers at all times.
honest.
He's wearing it right
this
now.
is a man who doesn't want to go to your
39.
gala. I get that.
Man,
Yeah.
He likes
You
television.
say this is a man that doesn't want to go to your gala?
No. But
I don't even know what a gala
think that's
is.
a great.
your saved places, Santorini.
No. So I think that's an option. Like you can put these because you've been there. I don't have any places saved.
Okay, interest, meditation, gym.
okay, that's not enough interest.
So go to the picture and you could tap the picture for more photos.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't been on Raya in so long.
We might have to put this on LadyGang
Yeah.
to see if there's any interested ladies.
Yeah,
Are you
Okay.
bare?
Photos.
Oh, I have a note.
Barefoot.
What?
Barefoot?
Hey, listen.
And what looks like might be
I'm
a
grounded.
free.
Don't show me your feet
Okay, that's
that
good.
early.
I
There
take
is
that.
nothing that dries a vagina faster than a man's
No,
toes.
we don't like a foot.
I'll take that. Okay.
Edit that. Crop that out. Crop that
Okay.
out.
Tell me about this picture. This we could get rid of.
Okay, so here's the problem. When I made this profile, I had
No
one
photos.
picture of myself.
Yeah.
It's a
there's-
silhouette,
there's
like
still
on a-
photos. That's when I was in LA.
He has a picture of Erewhon.
Of like a really shitty pixelated picture of Erewhon.
I went to I put no effort in. I went to Erewhon every day for 2 years. Where
He's
I lived.
showing you his life.
That's me. Full honesty. I'm obsessed.
Toes and Erewhon.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a
Toes and
picture of you
Erewhon.
podcasting.
I like that picture.
Okay.
I just added that.
No, not
the
a clip
fuck is
art.
this?
Clip art of a palm tree.
No. There's somebody meditating there. If you hold
Oh,
it.
so is this
Underneath
just like,
your name,
it's like
which
a
we
vision
can't
board?
see.
That's like, hey, I like to. Well, no. Normally, you used to be able to tap into it, like play.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But see, this is what girls are saying behind my back.
Honey Mama's salted almonds, Cocoa Truffle Bar.
You just have salted almonds?
Rob lives such a simple life. Those are the things that like he looks forward to at the end of the day. Like I'm
Salted-
going to eat 3 packs of Honey Mamas by 6 o'clock. That's like all he's getting to. Is the whole purpose of his day is to get to the fucking Honey Mamas.
Honey Mamas are delicious.
They're great. He's turned me
good.
on to them.
I love this picture. That's cute.
Oh, it's by a
That should be number 2.
fireplace?
Yeah, by a fireplace.
Wait,
Okay.
is this
agree,
that
I
one
agree.
too?
No.
Those are shoes?
socks.
socks.
Socks are fine.
Well,
Does he
he's
own his
casual.
shoes?
These are wear their sneakers in their home. Who do you hang out
No,
with?
you know what? I appreciate that. What is that?
have
Just some
to.
stairs?
Is this a cemetery?
Listen, that's all
don't
I
know.
had in my
What is that?
It's
Okay,
just
we're gonna
photo
take
of
a picture
park
today.
by my place.
Okay.
Now I have a little more because we do a pod, so I
Yeah.
can. I
Here
can
you
throw
go.
some-
You're looking out, meditating a little bit. Looking
Did
at
Cassim take all of the
I
solo
think the
photos of you?
Erewhon-
sky?
Just the sky. What are you gonna do? 'Cause
He's a
here's-
sensitive
can I tell you
guy.
the truth?
Yeah.
So before what happens? You used to go to Raya and then you tap on it,
yeah,
and it
and
starts playing with the song.
Yeah.
So I had to fill it up.
What
with
song?
stuff.
Something.
Talk is cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that song.
How does that go?
It's like kind of, you know, I can't sing.
But is it like a rock?
It's like, no, it's kind of
No,
like
no.
vibey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
Oh.
mellow. And
Okay, well, you know
Talk
what?
is cheap coming from a podcaster. Kind of mixed signals there.
Well, that's it. It's like my thing is like I'm not gonna. I'll show you. You know what I mean? More than I can tell
Wait,
you.
I
and
like
then
him,
the
Rob.
last photo is-
Everything's very intentional
It is,
with him.
it is.
How's that bad?
As
nice.
lazy as he is, he's
I mean, I can't tell
intentional.
what you look like, but
Right. Well, I thought I got that. I thought I got that down in the other.
You know
one.
what this
Kind
is
of.
giving me? And, you know, I know nothing about anything.
Just go ahead. I don't get offended.
It's giving like I don't think I'm hot enough to give you a full plate of photos, even though you are very handsome.
Thank you.
It's giving like you're going to meet, I have one good photo of myself and you're going to meet me and you're going to feel catfished because I only have one photo.
But you can't get catfished on Raya, so they can just go to his Instagram.
Well, no, you get catfished by like a guy.
But all I'm saying is that I think you could put more, I need more lifestyle photos of you just being
as
hot.
this.
I know you
Like
look
just
so
being cute. Or like at the poker
Would it
table or
throw
something.
people off if you put a photo of me and you? Because I
Yes.
kind of come with you.
I think that's going to bring in the wrong crowd. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're going to be like, oh,
Fame
he has
whore.
a famous best friend that like maybe I can also be best friends
Yeah.
with.
What if I just put a photo of you?
Right next
It's all me.
What if you put a photo of you eating the almonds?
Honey mamas?
Yeah, all of his favorite things in one.
With chocolate all over my face.
Okay.
I'll do that.
When we come back, I have one question before we go. I want to know what it is like to play Mariah Carey's mom. I've never heard you talking about this before.
I don't think anybody's ever asked me about it.
Can you expand? I don't know what you're talking about.
Jamie
understand
Sigler, take it from here.
So Mariah Carey had a song called Through the Rain.
Okay.
And she wanted to do a music video about the story of her parents and their interracial relationship in the 60s. She was a massive Sopranos fan at the time and asked me to play her mom in the video. I shot it in New York City. I remember it was the day I was opening on Broadway as Belle in Beauty and the Beast. And we made it work where I literally shot the video all day. And then the last scene they shot of me was on a bus. And we rode the bus to the theater.
Oh my God.
And they literally dropped me off. And I'm all my 60s garb. But I showed up the day before for my costume fitting and I got to meet the queen. I'll never forget. She was like sitting in a cathedral, getting her hair and makeup done at the end of like the long aisle. And no one else was in the cathedral. And like, they were like, she's ready to meet you now. And like, I walked in and it was like, literally, as I'm like, am I meeting God? Like, what's going on?
Kind of.
But she was so lovely. She was so sweet. It was amazing. It was a very surreal moment.
Did she have the honey light on her when you met her?
What's a honey light?
She has
has
a
her own
guy follow
lighting.
her with like one of these, much bigger than this, and it's the right color to her Mariah Carey honey her. at
If
all
I could
times.
imagine, probably because I'm picturing it now. Literally, it was like the long walk down to like the end of the, the front of the church. And it was just her and her makeup artist, like getting her makeup done. Like she was having a Zen moment getting ready. Like there was no hustle and bustle around her whatsoever. I remember she spoke very slow and intentional. But she was lovely. She was so sweet. And her stylist told me I had fat calves. I'll never forget that.
Oh,
Excuse me?
my God.
Yeah, I remember her stylist was a real asshole to
Man
me.
or a woman?
A guy.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I was like,
the opposite of a fat calf.
he was trying to put these like vintage 60s boots on me and couldn't zip them
it.
up. And I remember he looked at me and goes, has anyone told you have fat calves?
That is.
And I was like,
insane.
Cool.
Nope.
I'm 18, so this is
You're like,
awesome.
now I will have like issues with my calves for the rest of my life.
nobody would be like that today. But I remember I did a photo shoot for Latina magazine. It was the cover of Latina magazine. And I walked in and the stylist was like, ugh, they told me you were sample size.
No.
And I was like,
You should be like, I'm
I
Latina
leave?
sample size.
That's what I mean. I was in Latina magazine. I thought I'm allowed to be curvy.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, dude, we're so
Sorry, I took a hard left from you just asking
I
me
love
about
it.
Mariah Carey there.
I love it so much. When we come back, we have something special planned for Jamie. Okay, we're back. So I was thinking, we've spent a lot of time together over
Yeah.
the years, and you were such an early big supporter of LadyGang.
Yeah.
We thank you so much. And now you're besties with Becca. You live next door to each other. You golf cart around. She's literally ready to leave us to be part of Hey Pal, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to prepare something very special. So what I have in these envelopes is I wanted to get Rob back into his acting chops.
Wow.
So what I have in these envelopes is a very special script from a part of Jamie's life that we don't hear a lot from. And so each one of these is something to do with Jamie, and I want everyone to pick one, and we're going to do a dramatic reading.
Great.
Wow,
here
this
you
is
go.
so cool.
We heard me read. I'm not very good at reading.
We don't do
None
this
of us
stuff
are.
on Not
No,
Today,
you're not
Pal.
doing it.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
Oh, actually, I think you will, but you'll go last.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be yours, but don't open it.
Are we opening them?
Yeah, I think Becca should go first because
Okay.
she knows what's happening.
I don't though.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Get the shortest one.
Don't show Jamie.
Okay.
You think I could read that with
Okay.
my old ass eyes?
Here we
oh my
go.
God. What is this? Okay.
Dramatic reading, cold read.
Bada bing.
Oh, it's a song.
Bing, bing, it's all over town, baby.
Is this the dramatic reading?
Sorry, I can't stop laughing. It's all over town, baby. Bada bing, oh. Bada boom, yeah. Oh, Jamie Lynn. Bada bing, ooh. Get away from me. I'm driving away from you. Bada boom. Not into what you say. No. Bada bing. I'm not that easy, babe, so don't think that you can play with me. You're nasty, nasty.
Wow.
Okay.
No, but we need to. What is this?
Do I have to, wait, let me guess.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
You know.
Jamie, when we went to a festival recently, her husband put together this thing, it's called Cattle Country in Austin. So it's like people are playing, it's country music, it's whatever. And our other best friend, Odette, looked at us and she goes, do you guys ever just watch musicians and think like, get me up there? It would be so amazing and electric and yada, yada. And Jamie's like, no, I did. I had a music career. And they toted me around all these venues and gave me these weird songs to sing. In malls? Did it happen in malls?
No, at like jingle balls.
Oh, okay.
You know, like those types of things.
So I'm thinking some songwriter was like, Jamie Lynn, Sopranos, she's like a Jersey girl, New York girl, bada bing is the name of the single.
Ding, 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 ding. That's
Bada
exactly.
ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Is there any like video footage of this anywhere?
Oh, I had a
Yes.
music video to my single Crybaby. It literally, this is something I never talk about because I hate
I tried to get her.
it.
She does not like.
I hated it, but you continue to torture me. It's fine.
Okay, Rob, I feel like this is a good time for yours.
Also, you do some like kind of freaky shit in the video. I feel like.
Oh my god.
Nigel, whatever, who did all of Britney Spears' videos, directed my video. It was like legit. It was like a fucking thing, and I hated it.
It's so good.
Okay.
I recommend.
I can't wait to watch after this.
When's the last time you read a script?
Me?
Yeah.
A few years
I
ago,
did
right?
something like 2 years ago for Tom Segura, the guy who we do our podcast for.
Who literally came and was like, when we saw him later, a couple of months later, was like, Rob is so fucking good. I'm like, I know.
We'll see about that,
Yeah, right.
Rob.
That's what people say. What do you think he's gonna be like? Rob sucked when he did me this like favor and doing this thing. Come on, let's be real.
Here we go, Rob. Now I want you to. Becca gave us a 6. I need a full 10.
Okay,
couldn't
well,
stop laughing.
I just want to say this is a lot of pressure because it's from Jamie's hit single. This isn't just from another song on the
Is
album.
this Crybaby?
And it had a
This is
remix in London.
This is Crybaby. Okay. But see, I can't really do
It
dramatic.
actually was big in the UK. They kept sending me back to the UK.
Well, they've never seen a tan woman before, you know? They were blown away.
Those teeth.
All right. Good things come to those who wait. My love is just the same. You're going to have to understand that a kiss goodnight is all you get. No. You can't come in. I know you want to read my lips. You can cry, baby. All you want, you can try. But I'm going to tell you to stop. Going to make you wait, baby. Like it or not, there's a right time. But it's not tonight.
Wait, that sounded like a slam poetry night or something. Do you know what
I can't tell if I'm crying tears of joy or just of like feeling. Not tonight.
Retirement is very special.
Not tonight. Okay, Jack
I
Vanek, our
literally-
resident actress.
No, absolutely not. You do it. I can't go after that.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is great. This is back on my Macy's return. Your sympathy call don't faze me at all.
Oh, this
I
was my
don't
favorite
even
song.
wanna remember your voice. It's all right. I'm angry, I guess. So very mess. And when you left me there on the floor with no choice, it's all right. My future is all before me as I slowly close the door to yesterday. So don't come round, my little Mr. Heartbreak. Don't you know, baby, I'm okay. I changed my color to a lighter shade of blue. That made no fucking sense.
Wow,
What is this song about?
Jamie's like broken AI over songs. It just makes no sense.
AI, write me a song about I'm not coming back to you, the color blue, my house, and some things in the house.
That one actually was my favorite song on the dreaded album. Please, nobody go research this
No,
thing.
we are
Nobody
absolutely
needs to
real.
remember it.
Jamie, are you ready to read yours?
Oh, yeah, I have one.
And while you're opening your envelope, Rob, I want to hear, obviously Cutter is the most perfect, wonderful, couldn't pick anyone better. Were there any of Jamie's exes that you were either starstruck from
Or hated.
or that you were like, yeah, like,
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so much that I didn't like their personality. I didn't like the time they gave Jamie. You know, like I didn't feel like they made Jamie feel like special enough, or it was kind of like, I know one guy was like, again, it's not like he was hiding Jamie, but they like hid everything, which like felt fucking weird and like.
It was Brad Pitt.
who?
When you were with the quarterback, like it felt like there was a lot
Mark
of like,
Sanchez.
oh, we can't go. Like it just felt very like.
I think he was
sneak
navigating
off.
fame for the first time, and I think that he was being told to like not do certain, like he just wanted to do it right, and I think that's why I didn't mind, because I was like, it's okay, we can do whatever, you can hide me.
But also, I feel like
Baby.
my eyes are blue. I feel like so Jamie, when Jamie was married, like that guy was a piece of shit, and he was so,
Nice.
but he was like he would grab you and be like, do you know how much I love Jamie? And like
Red flag.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know how old was I, 18 or something. I'm like, okay, dude, great. Like, yeah, we all love her. That's like cool. But then I really liked the next guy she dated because he was the opposite of that. Scott.
Yes.
Which he was like, yeah, she's great. Like, and then talk about something like he didn't try and sell you on how much he liked Jamie. And coming off of Jamie's divorce, I was like, this is great. And
Yes.
You were wrong.
Yeah. Well, he's a good guy, but
He's a great guy, just wasn't the one, but he
I
led
was
me.
a huge alcoholic at the time and need free drinks. He owned a club. It was awesome. Great.
You
guy.
know, the only fight Rob and I ever got into was the first time he ever met Cutter. We went to go
But
to
it had nothing to do with.
had nothing to do with Cutter. He was peak everything, right?
I was living in Vegas alone at the time, and it was my birthday. And Jamie was like, yeah, I'll come to the club. And I had probably been partying for like 20 hours straight before that, and I'm on like 15 Molly. I'm just doing
Bender.
and I'm like so intense, and it was.
And Cutter and I met him at the club, and he just started yelling at me.
What happened
I won't
was
talk about it anyway.
I was going out that night to party, and I'm like already partying, and Jamie texts me like, I'm coming to Vegas tonight or whatever. And then like I was like, it's my birthday, and she's like, yeah, totally. Like had no clue that it was my birthday or whatever. And then I think I was like,
spiraled.
you don't know it's my birthday. Like, yeah, but again, I was mad at everybody at the time. It had nothing to do with like Jamie.
But
or
what was funny was, so I started crying in the club, like about him being upset with me because we had never fought. Ever. And Cutter just got it in that moment. He's like, Jamie, he loves you. Don't take this personal. He's f***ed up. I'll never forget it. He's like, he loves you so much. It's okay. And now the two of them, again, are like so close, which nothing makes me happier. Like the fact that my guy best friend, who's been through so much life with me, like only knows me in a way that nobody else ever will, because we experience something very unique together. The fact that he is as close as he is with Cutter, the other most important guy in my life, like I couldn't ask for more.
And that's like what. So a lot of people hear like, or when you hear like the first time Rob, like I had no idea that they were gonna get married. Like you had known him for like 2 weeks, right? So
Yes.
I was just fucking wasted. But then I remember the second time I met Cutter, and this is when I was like an addict, so I'm not like who I am now, which is like I should apologize or say something. But like as soon as I saw Cutter, I went over and I was like, hey man, like I like got him alone, and I was like, I just want to tell you like what you saw there, because I think I had just gotten sober maybe.
Yes.
Like so we went on a vacation together.
Yes.
And I was like, I just want to tell you like that as who that person, like you'll know, and luckily he learned over the next 10 years. But I was like, was not me who you met that night. That was like peak addict,
Degenerate.
Yeah, I was in Vegas. I was probably losing, like just everything it was the worst time. And he totally, like you said, he totally got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, our last question, we could sit here all day, but unfortunately we can't, is if they came to you now, even though you're retired, if they came to you now and they were like, hey, we're going to do a reboot of Sopranos and it's going to be the two kids grown up and you've taken over, I'm sure this has happened before. Have they thought about it? Would you do it? Would you come back to acting to do it with Jamie?
What I would do is if I think that if it was a thing where like Jamie was the head of the mafia and she was like running it something cool, I think I'd pop in for like one episode a season just to support her. Yeah. But I wouldn't want to do a show.
Wow.
I wouldn't want to.
Wow.
I hate acting so much. It's awful.
But you're so good at it.
I know.
Yeah, right.
After
Yeah.
that
Jamie,
rain.
do you
You're
want
just a great audience.
Do you want to take us out with yours?
Yeah, take us out, Jamie.
Oh yeah.
Take it home, girl.
What's your answer to the show thing, James?
Duh, you
do
almost do it. It's second.
I can't believe they haven't
Yeah.
come to you already.
Well, anything in the Sopranos world has to be done from David.
No, I know, but we're in the season of like IPs that people are beloved.
Right.
Everyone's remaking them or rejiggering them, and like it's so you had these two kids, and you could just expand the universe so easily.
I totally see it and I get it, but I also think that Sopranos is held in such a regard and in such a special, beautiful case that's been put away and people visit when they want. Nobody wants to taint that, and we'd probably f it up. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. All the loves I've lost, all the tears I've cried. It was a blessing in disguise because it brought me here with you face to face. Perfect time, a perfect place, and every road leads me to you. Now I know what's true. You're my love. You're my soul. You're my everything.
I love you too, James.
That was a cute way to end it.
That was really good. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hey,
you so much for
pal.
having us.
Not today, pal.
Not hey, pal. Not today, pal. Wherever you get your podcasts. This was the best. We should come to Austin more often.
You should. You
it's
should
better
come play
here.
with us at Not Today, Pal, too. They got me a monkey for my birthday.
I saw it. I
Just
watched the
saying.
whole thing. It was
jealous.
incredible.
Kelty on the way home from the airport was like, so I saw Jamie got a monkey in Austin. Is it coming to LadyGang?
Hey, you can. It was parents like $350 to get the monkey to
can't
come
afford
hang.
that.
You get the monkey and 2 baby kangaroos.
Oh yeah, the baby
$350 for an
kangaroos
hour.
smelled so bad though, and they put them in. They gave me the lady put the sack around me the whole time, and I finally one of the
It was
one
like
of
a
the
pee blanket.
it literally smelled like urine. They all had diapers on, but still. Anyway,
Yeah, the monkey was.
The monkey was
You should get
awesome.
The monkey's sick. Yeah.
So cute.
We will see you next Tuesday.